Sega.
No, I think I forgot to write it.
What? What topic?
The second one?
Oh, that's cute. Wing it, baby. Wing it.
Okay, perfect.
Sega, baby. Sega.
So-
Sega.
Oh, no, I have it here. Thank God.
Ah, he's got it. He's got. This is a whole bit of mess up today, huh? You forgot your notepad.
It
You
was
drip.
bad.
You drop alcohol on my damn table, yo.
So-
Wife's about to kill you, yo.
So Sega
Yeah.
recently released their financial reports, but they also released a little extra report too, that they're going to utilize their globally powerful and popular IPs. Meaning that they're going to do either a remaster, a remake, or a reboot of their classic titles that we haven't had a game for in forever.
Wait a minute. Run that back because now I don't get it. I thought they were just gonna announce what they had. Okay, hit me again because I'm confused. So what now?
Okay, so pretty much what they're doing is that Sega has a bunch of titles that they haven't made games for in a while.
Okay.
Sega's been hearing people that they want sequels to these titles, reboots to these titles, remakes to these titles, remasters of these titles.
All right.
Sega
So
is finally listening.
looking at the list and seeing what they could do for remasters or
Exactly.
remakes.
So nothing has been remade yet, but the titles that they want to focus on are Knights.
I'm saying if they come up with the realistic,
Shinobi.
Yep, Shinobi.
Virtua Fighter, Altered Beast, House of the Dead, Streets of the Rage, Soul Hackers, Space Channel 5, Res,
Okay.
Panzer Dragoon,
all those are wonderful.
Crazy
Besides
Taxi,
Virtua Fighter
Crazy Taxi,
and Crazy Taxi.
Jet Set Radio. Those are some of the ones I want.
Oh no, yeah. So those lists is what you want, or is it the list that they have?
I'll tell you the ones I want afterwards. That's what they're focusing on. They released leaked.
Well, yeah,
slides.
you can't say list and say this is
Sorry.
what I want.
This
like,
is
whoa.
leaked. This is leaked.
So there's a
slides.
leaked documents of what they're looking at for
Either
the
remaster,
titles that
they either want to
they
remaster.
didn't focus on.
Yeah, that they want to focus on now. They said they're going to focus on these titles for the next months to years coming out, and in 5 years they're going to release what they call a Super Sega game, which is going to be a new IP apparently. Within 5 years, they're going to be releasing that. So with these titles, they want to focus on either remaster, reboots, or remakes.
So what do you think of Rise Before the Grave? What about?
Beast.
I know.
Yeah.
How they gonna? I'm just
kinda
thinking about the
curious-
odd
I'm kinda
title to
curious
make it a
about
remake.
that. I'm
How
surprised
they
you
gonna do
remember that because we used to play that game.
Yeah, because they
That's
annoyed
why.
the shit out of me. I was in New York.
We used to play that. That's why.
When I was sitting at the table and our aunt would like, eat your rice, and then
Rise.
Jose and Angel play, and they always die. Rise from
from
your
the grave.
grave. Like, dude, I'm done hearing that.
But yeah, so I don't know what they're planning on doing with that one. I think that will probably work in maybe a reboot version of it. I think something like that because that game.
Or maybe just a standard, like a
that's a really
like a
old
remastered
game.
version and just have it as a digital download.
It could possibly be that too.
I would look forward to Knights.
That's one I would love to have a new game.
Because if you played Ori, Will o' the Wisp, how beautiful that looks, I could think Knights
something like that.
could
in a
bring
more
that
3D
artistic,
world, in a more 3D
in a more
world,
3D
yeah.
world, that artistic visual, and put that bad boy
I
in
would
there.
play the hell out
That
of
would
that.
be nuts.
And then
nuts.
Now the games that I would want, because there's only 3 that they didn't mention. These are the ones I would want.
Okay.
First one is Skies of Arcadia. One of my favorite all-time RPGs. Remember that from the Dreamcast? I used to play it all the time.
Yep.
That was one of my favorite RPGs, and I would love to have a remaster of that, or possibly a sequel. Because originally they were supposed to make a sequel, but they got canceled.
No, they're gonna have to redo it because if it's canceled back then, what makes you think they're gonna make a sequel now?
That's true.
You
If they
know?
do a whole full remaster of it, I'll be happy with it.
You know, like
because
Final
that's like
Fantasy
one of
VII
my
treatment.
favorite. What?
Like Final Fantasy VII treatment.
Oh, I would love that. That would be good.
So what's
And
another one?
And another one, which I liked on the Saturn, which was a platformer game, Clockwork Nights. I don't know if you remember that one.
No, I do not.
It kind of gives like a Toy Story feel. You're like a little toy knight, and you like basically you have to save the princess and all that type of stuff. And it's like a platformer.
Okay.
It was one of my favorite games to play on the Saturn, and I would want something like that. And another one I would want too is called Bug, which is another platform.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
That's another platformer game. It's the green one. Yeah, you remember. That was another one I would like to have too. That's me personally. What I would want Sega to focus on, but the ones that I already told, that's one they mainly going to focus on. Which, out of those, I would love a new Space Channel 5. I would love a new Panzer Dragoon.
Now, you know what you should do?
And Knights.
Start from the top, and we'll give our opinions of what you listed as what Sega listed for remakes. Start from the top.
Knights.
Yes, we already talked about that.
Yes. Shinobi. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yes. So.
Yes, I think it could gauge it to be gritty.
It can. Virtua Fighter.
No. No, and don't do it.
I'll be kind of interested to see what they will do.
I don't know why you're even talking. Don't do it.
Okay, fine.
Don't do it.
Crazy Taxi.
Don't do it. We COVID. We not in arcades.
You know,
we now out and about with Chuck E. Cheese.
Playing that game. You had fun with that game.
When I was in Chuck E. Cheese. No, stop. Don't.
Jet Set Radio.
Respectable.
I remember that
Tony
game.
Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 came out. Everybody loved it. Jet Set Radio is very artistic, very nice and suave and grind and all that with the graffiti.
The graphics and the music. I love the music.
Yeah, the music was popping too.
It was funky hip hop music, and I love that.
Yeah, bring that back. Bring that back.
That would be pretty
with
cool.
the actual same
art style.
Art style.
Yeah, like the cell shaded art style.
Yeah, same cell shaded art style. Bring that back.
I would love
bring it
that.
back. Bring it back. Yeah.
Space Channel 5. I don't know if you remember that one.
I kinda.
It was like basically.
I would say yeah, but I wouldn't be a fan of it.
I would love that game personally because I love the music from that and I love those rhythm dancing games.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. There was a market for it. I personally say no, but I personally say no. As far as a business standpoint, I would say yes.
Rez, I don't know if you even know that game.
I don't even know. I don't even think I remember.
It was a decent okay, so I'm like, I'm okay with that one.
No.
Panzer Dragoon. Yes, and yes.
Y-E-A-A-A-A-A-S-S-S.
Saga, Panzer Dragoon Saga needs to come out because I want that game, but it's like almost $2,000 to buy it.
Look! What the hell? Wait a minute! Whoa!
For the Sega Saturn.
What? For the Sega Saturn edition?
If you want a
mint condition,
if you want a mint condition complete edition, it's almost $2,000. Because it's a rare game, so that's why they need to re-release that.
So
to
his
the
ass
Switch,
can buy that shit for $60.
So I could get that for like $20 instead of spending $2,000. Because I really want that game, but I can't spend $2,000 on it.
Yeah, nobody can. You know, an average person, especially throughout this whole entire coronavirus, we ain't trying to spend $2,000 on the game
Like
for
I want
experience.
it, but it's like.
Yeah.
But definitely, I would love.
No,
that.
but do that because the graphics powers and the ray tracing, the HDR, like you know what you could do with Panzer Dragoon, you could make that shit super realistic.
Exactly.
You know, yes. So it could look like Dragon Age, bro. Like that was. See why I said Dragon Age? There was a reason why I said that. You know.
Altered Beast. I think we already talked about that one.
Yeah, we did.
House of the Dead. There's already I would like that. This one remake.
Bring that back.
Yeah, I would like
say
that.
bring that back.
Make it nice, little pretty looking.
Bring it
nice
back.
Little gritty zombie thing.
You know what's funny? You know
Remember,
what?
I used to play that all the time at the arcade.
Yeah,
every time I would go to an arcade, that's the first game I play.
Yep. And I was always scared.
You don't like horror.
I don't like horror. I don't like that.
I do. That was the first game I always played. Every time arcade, it was House of the Dead. Okay, I'm playing it.
Boom. Yep. I'm sitting here with my mom.
And I suck at it because I suck at gun games. But
I'm saying he sucked at gun games, but played that. But I'm like, I'm nice at gun games, but I don't want to play that.
Well, because you don't like horror.
I was with my mom getting tickets because tickets mattered in arcade games.
Well, yeah, you care about that. I care about those.
Tickets matter in arcade games. Whereas him and the dad was like, hey, let's go, bah. You know?
Exactly.
So he did that thing and. Rail shooters. Bring that back. That's a respectable rail shooter that everybody and their mama knows. From Chuck E. Cheese days to Dave and Buster's to any arcade game, there's going to be a House of the Dead arcade system there.
Exactly.
So bring that rail shooter. Make that a VR.
Oh,
make that a
would
VR.
Be great.
Because they already had first party titles for VR for PlayStation. Forgot what's the name? Rush Blood for the VR, which we try to get our dad to go about playing that.
Playing that was hilarious.
It was hilarious, but at the same time, we were both surprised. Because for one, he was a cop for 14 years. So we put on the set and we put on the motion controllers and we told him, how, 50-year-old guy, like, I don't know what to do. And then he sees the thing, he's like, he grabs the controller, he's like, Yo,
It was like
no
second
lie.
nature.
Yo, it was scary. Like, we weren't in the field with my dad out when he was on cop life. But when he started looking at the enemies and was going, bah, 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 we started to question.
Well, I mean, he had experience in that. Well, not killing zombies, but, you know.
Well, he didn't, not shoot people, but clarify that, all right? He didn't have, experience of shooting people in the area. No. Okay? If that was the case, he'll be locked up. We wouldn't even, don't put the
Well,
damn,
you know what I meant.
damn in vain, jeez.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, okay. So, with practice, with gun range and shot training, and you know what I'm saying?
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. And when he went in the VR and he started, it wasn't even in the body or in the shoulder. He had headshots. We were supposed to do it for like a sake of like scaring him, and it never happened. We just sat there. And the only thing he said was like, he just said like, oh my God. Like he cleared the level. Like it wasn't fun for the two offsprings to show the old man a scary game. It's like he wanted to fight and shoot demons in his life, and he did it through the PlayStation VR.
He got his dream right there.
Dream right there. Just do it. I'm built for this, and just went in. He did get shook with the or how the roller coaster felt. He did get shook with that, at least.
Of course. He doesn't do the roller coasters.
So being scared of how your stomach feels up and down, and be scared about that.
But yeah,
when a screamer comes in front of you and shooting you in the face and not getting scared, there's look, an enemy. Like, come on, bro.
But
yes, but with
House of the Dead would be great for
rail
that.
shooters are the bee's knees, and they should come out for the VR.
Oh, I would play the
experience you can
heck
have.
out of that
Yeah.
if it came out.
What
I would be
else?
like, let's see, Streets of the Rage.
That's like, I remember that.
Yeah, those are like brawl games, like the
Yeah,
fighting
yeah.
brawl.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the last one is Soul Hackers, which is a Persona side game.
Okay.
So it would be exciting for me, but I know you don't know those type of games.
The thing is, for a company to see that, do you think they would dive into that game?
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, because the thing is, them saying this is bringing up hope for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, so now they're understanding. People want sequels, remakes, or things to these titles.
Yeah.
Give it to us. We will give you money. Like, I will gladly
We will give you money.
I will give them money for these games. I will give them, like, here, Sega, have my money. I love them as their system. I love Dreamcast. Dreamcast was one of my favorite systems.
But
they died.
Didn't they do a, not Patreon, but a GoFundMe for Shamu? That was by
Shamu
Sega?
3, yeah.
What Outlandish is saying in the finger because I'm pointing at him? Oh, it looks like I'm pointing at my son, but let's... Right there, that guy. Hold on. Let me just...
Yes, me.
There you go. That guy. Because Carter's right there, and he's staring. I'm like, it looks like I'm pointing at him. Tickle, 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 tickle. Yeah, just do it. Set up a GoFundMe and see where it goes. If it reaches 3 million, bam, you got yourself a sequel.
Yeah, because it worked for Shamu, so...
It worked for Shamu. It could work for Street of Rage.
Exactly.
It could work for your game you just mentioned earlier. Is that the last one on the list?
Well, Skies of Arcadia, like I said, those are what I would want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the last one for the list on the second, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that's good that Sega's looking into...
And I just want to add these type of things because they also showed some financial things. And even though Sonic hasn't released the game last year, it still sold 4.4 million copies. And also Persona, since now they own Atlas, also sold 3 million copies. So Sega's not doing too bad. The only thing they did lose was 97 million in pachinko machines because, obviously people can go into the arcades and stuff for pachinko machines.
That sucks.
So they lost a lot of money there.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and...